Joining us here on the Rich Eisen Show is somebody who's made me very happy quite a bit, and should do the same for the Chicago Bears, their first overall selection from the University of Michigan, a national champion, Colston Loveland. Good to see you, Colston. How are you, sir?
Yes, sir. Thank you. I'm doing well. I just appreciate you having me on.
Hey, man. Right back at you. I appreciate you for being on here. Let's just jump right into it here, Colston. Were you on the Bears' radar screen best you could tell throughout the draft process?
I would say definitely there was thoughts. I know, like, definitely when they came to my pro day, it came pretty deep. GM, bunch of coaches. So I figured, they were there to watch someone or talk to someone. I had a meeting there. I feel like I did really good. So I always thought it was in play, but with the injury, maybe not a great season before. You never know through that process. So it was a little surprise on draft day for sure.
Certainly, because a Big Ten tight end colleague of yours in Tyler Warren was balling out, not just balling out, but balling out deep into January in big time games, showing off his big time skills. Were you surprised to hear your name on draft night from the Chicago Bears, Colston?
Yeah, I'd say surprised. Always knew I had it in me for sure, and I always thought that was a possibility. But
sure,
yeah, finally hear the call, and everything actually happened. It was a little surprising for sure.
Okay, so what conversations did you have first blush with Ben Johnson about your role on this team once you're able to play it?
Yeah, this it's kind of just really just been taking everything day by day. Obviously, I'm not out there practicing right now, so the main thing is just getting the shoulder right, getting back, to be out there with the guys. But just been going through the playbook as a whole, and they're just saying, make sure you're taking the mental reps, make sure you're diving in the playbook, learn everything conceptually because you can be anywhere, you can do anything. Anyone in this office can be asked to do anything. So right now, it's just really learning, dialing in on the playbook, getting those mental reps, and physically doing what I can to get back out there.
And then in terms of that, how does one, because you are not physically able to be out there, start connecting with the clear number one of quarterback in Caleb Williams? How do you get on the same page on that front, Colston?
Definitely, I think it starts just in everyday conversations, whether that's in the building or outside the building. And then we have walkthroughs, which are good to participate in, and then like even in the early portions, even after practice, we go out, let's go PRP, get some plays on air, break the huddle, just go essentially another walkthrough. So just doing that, communicating with him and, all the other teammates, everyone else on the offense, just to be in sync, be on the same page, because we all need to be on the same page to get where we want to go.
Well, obviously, this is your first professional rodeo here, right, Colston? But you know what it's like to be in a high-level offense, certainly a championship for the level that you were in at Michigan. How does all of this look to you? How does this offense and the way that it's being operated in these first blush camps look to you, Colston Loveland?
It's very intriguing for sure. It's an NFL offense. Luckily, I think going to Michigan, it's definitely helped prepare me. We're doing like anything in the playbook's open. We ran a pro style in Michigan. So a lot of the calls, there's a lot of similarities within, but Coach Johnson, he's got a crazy mind. So he's got all types of stuff, all types of concepts, all types of, whatever it is. So it's definitely a step up and it's another level. But yeah, I love it so far. I'm seeing tight ends run all different kind of routes, do a bunch of different stuff in the run game. So yeah, I'm loving it. I'm just ready to get out there and go to work. Well,
and in terms of that, you could already tell Ben Johnson's got a crazy mind. What do you mean by that? What do you mean?
Just smart, man. Just knows a lot about football.
So not Harbaugh crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean by that.
Yes, you do, Colston Loveland. We all love this man. We all understand, but Jim's kind of not calling him a different bird because, he doesn't eat nervous birds. But you know what I mean? That type of crazy for Jim.
Yeah, he's just so locked in and detailed. Coach Johnson is, and just so focused on getting better and so focused on getting his team where it needs to be. People would almost look at him and think he's crazy, but he's not. He's just crazy about winning and crazy about being successful, which you wouldn't want anyone else to take that role.
Colston Loveland here on the Rich Eisen Show. So let's talk a little bit about Harbaugh. When did you first meet him? Did he come to Idaho? Colston?
Yes. Yep. Yes, sir. I met him first. Must have been, man, like September probably, or not even September. I don't know. Sometime before my senior year, or maybe it was after my senior year. Right before I went up there, committed. Him and Coach Jim Harbaugh, that came out to Gooding. The town was raving. Everyone knew about it. With blink of an eye. But yeah, he stayed at my grandparents' place in Gooding. Yeah, he got in late night. We're chopping it up. He's like, "Yo, what time are we working out in the morning?" I was like, "You working out?" He's like, "Yeah." So we got in there. It must have been like 6, 7 o'clock. Got into the school gym. Of course, he's in his khakis working out. We got a little workout in. He's just kind of who's stopping, saying hi to a bunch of different my teachers, just kind of just being the guy he is. Good man. And no, but it was great to meet him, and it was such a blessing to have him, come out to Gooding. Not a lot of people like that come out there a lot, so it definitely fired everyone up.
So when you said everyone knew about it, the whole town knew Jim Harbaugh is coming to check out Colston Loveland here in Idaho.
Yeah, like that, yeah.
News travels fast. How many big time head coaches came to personally visit you, Colston?
Let's see. I think that might have been. The only one. I think maybe Avalos at Boise State, and then I think that was the only head coach.
So what did that mean to you, that Jim personally came out to your spot, stayed in your grandparents' house? Like he pretty much had you at hello with that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Once I finally got to meet him and just got to see how he moved, especially just around like in a place that he's never really been. He's just such a people person. So right then I was like, yeah, man. And the fact that he's coming out here, taking his time, come out here all the way to Idaho, means he's obviously very interested and see something in me. So it was very motivating, and also just a blessing to have him be there and see how he moves in good Idaho. So it was fun.
All right. And so what's your favorite Harbaugh story? Maybe outside of obviously working out in khakis in your own high school gym, coming out and staying with your grandparents during the recruiting process. Once you got there, you got a good Jim Harbaugh story to pass along to us, Colston Loveland?
Once I got there,
what do you think?
It's tough, man. I feel like it's just like everything. It's almost normal now. Like I feel like when I'll ask that question, I normally tell them that what I just told you.
Okay.
But I mean, he does he'll do fourth quarter finishers. So day at camp, we have our camp practice. We go do some conditioning, and we got a fourth quarter finisher, whether that's pushing sleds, whatever you're doing. And he's in there again in his khakis, cleats, just working out. He had a shirt off one time. I remember seeing, but just working out, like just being wanting to be one of the players again. And I think as a player, you see that and you're like, yeah, it kind of fires you up.
Did you see who's coming to pay a visit in week 1 of the schedule? And you saw who's coming, right?
Yeah, I see. I got it marked up.
Yep, the Minnesota Vikings, and it's going to be what appears to be J.J. McCarthy's first start for the Vikings. What would you tell Vikings fans who are potentially concerned, nervous? Sam Darnold had a great year there last year. He's now in Seattle. It's JJ's gig, it appears. Again, I know you got your own house, you got your own shoulder, you got your own team, and on that first Monday night of the season, he's the enemy, and it'll be up to your defensive mates to take care of business. But what do you have to say to Vikings fans who might be concerned about JJ Colston?
I'd say that's my guy, Michigan man. We got to do some things in college. And, he knows I love him, but we're not on the same team anymore. So all I know is Monday night, we're going to be prepared. We're going to be fired up, ready to go out there, and it's good luck.
Okay. All right. So, pretty cool that he's your guy, but on that day, no longer. Pretty much what you're saying.
No.
Okay. What are you telling Bears fans what to expect out of you in the few minutes I have left with you?
I think first off, just a hard worker. I always believe that like nothing can beat hard work. Go out there, be a team first guy, do everything you can to help the team, whether that's playing special teams, whatever it is doing. Whatever I'm asked to do, I'm gonna go out there and do the best of my ability. And ultimately, we're here to win games. So that's the main focus, and whatever I got to do to help this team win that's what I'm gonna do.
And what are you thinking about your shoulder? When do you think you can expect to be in this mix, Colston?
The plan is the plan's camp, so
okay.
Be ready to go out there, play some ball.
All right, and I hope you get to do that. And lastly, in camp, your teammates may ask you to do some rookie stuff. Sometimes it's getting up and singing the fight song, but I'm wondering if your teammates Jonah Jackson and Shaun Wade might not like you singing your fight song, Colston. Do you want to guess what those guys have in common? I'm asking my guys in the studio here. What do you think Jonah Jackson and Shaun Wade have in common?
They went to a college that starts with V?
Well, they went to a football program that Colston Loveland never lost to.
Oh, yeah. Interesting.
Right, Colston? Am I wrong?
Yes, sir. You hit it right on the head.
Okay. Do you think they'll let you sing your fight song? What do you think?
I don't know if they want to hear it for the however many time. I'm playing.
Oh, how sweet was this past one too, Colston? How sweet was this last one?
Yeah, it was sweet for sure. Unfortunately, I was not there.
I know, but this
play,
one,
so,
but I mean, honestly, this one may have been, I don't know. They're all kind of like my children. I can't really rate one over the other. Last four, it's not 3 or 2 or 1. It's last 4 in a row. Do you have your favorite one, Colston?
I think my favorite one is my freshman year at their place. They're all like you said, they're all my favorites, but that one for sure. That was my first touchdown, and then at their place we put it on.
Yeah, that's the one where nobody thought JJ could do it, and he did. Right, that's that one. And then the year after that was a year that Team 144 won, and proving that they're the last team to win the national championship to also go undefeated and win their conference, unlike the last national champion. And then there was this past year, which was, apparently what the past national champion points to, saying was the spark for their run. So tell me if I'm wrong in anything I just said, Colston.
No, right on the head. Just living rent-free, that's all.
Ladies and gentlemen, living rent-free, Colston Loveland. Have a great training camp. I do look forward to seeing what you can do. And I'm telling all Bears fans that it's pretty damn special what you've been up to. So good luck to you, Colston Loveland.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks again for having me on.
Anytime, man. I look forward to seeing more from Colston Loveland right here on The Rich Eisen Show. Catch The Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.